Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. So in the last class we have discussed about your satellite based augmentation system. I hope you are all clear with that part, one of the part of your third chapter. Inshallah, in today's class or in the next class we can wind up this third unit also. So in the last class we have discussed completely the space based augmentation systems that were of your four types. Okay, first was your space-based augmentation systems are classified into two types, that is your space-based as well as your ground-based augmentation system, correct? So this is your space-based as well as your ground-based augmentation system. In that one we have discussed these parts, space-based augmentation system and the four categories of that one. So first one was your wireless WAS, that is called as your wireless augmentation system or wireless area augmentation system. Then we have seen about the Gagan. Okay, Gagan is your GPS aided geo augmented navigation system. So your Gagan is GPS aided geo augmentation navigation system. When it comes to the EGNOS, that is European geostationary augmentation system or overlaid system. Then lastly you had your MASES. Okay, this one MSAS, that is called as your METSAT augmentation system, which is nothing but multifunctional transport satellite augmentation system. Okay, your METSAT is nothing but multifunctional transport satellite augmentation system. So these are the four systems that we have completely finished about your augmentation system. Now we are having in GBAS, that is your ground based augmentation system. So these are again categorized into two types, that is differential global positioning system. So all this topic, this GNSS is completely about your global positioning system, correct? Now we will be discussing in this augmentation part, we will be going to discuss about your ground based augmentation system. Then that one, very first one is your DGPS as well as your LAS, local area augmented system. Okay, again these are classified into two types, but overall your GBAS is classified into two types, DGPS as well as your LAS. Now first as we move on to the global ground based augmentation system, I'll just want to revise what actually augmentation system was and what are these two types. Augmentation system means what? You have to improve. Augmentation is nothing but you have to improve. Now in terms of global positioning system, what we are doing, we are improving the navigation system, correct, in terms of different attributes. This I have repeated number of times in the classes. In terms your navigation system has been improved in terms of attributes like accuracy, reliability, integrity, and etc. So this satellite based augmentation system and ground based augmentation system, they have different attributes. So satellite based augmentation system will be completely based upon your space based augmentation, like your satellites, the GPS constellation what you are using. Then you will be going for the geostationary satellites, means whatever the information that has to be coming from the space to the ground, that has been augmented, means you are improving the signals which are coming from the satellites to the user segments. So that particular components or that particular signals and the errors related to that signals are mitigated, are improved in terms of integrity and accuracy. Here in ground based augmentation system, this will be completely working on your ground antennas which are correcting your signal errors. So what was the architecture of your augmentation system, satellite based augmentation system? You had your space segment, then you had your ground segment and user segment. So here the main thing in space based augmentation system, the space segments, whatever the errors that you are having in the ground, that will be given to the ground segment, and there you will be improving. So whatever you are going to improve, we are concentrating on that particular part in your ground based augmentation system. So what we had in space based augmentation system, you are getting the signals from the GPS constellation, okay, all four satellites. Then that information, that signals are again given to your ground system, ground segment. There you are improving, you are finding the errors and all. Then again they are given back to the geostationary satellites, and that geostationary satellites will be giving information to your users. So we concentrated on the signals which are given to the users from the space, okay, from the GPS and all. Now in this part, in the ground based augmentation system, we are completely concentrating on the ground antennas at the ground stations which are present there, like master control station will be there, your uplink antenna will be there. So in master control station, how your what you will say, how corrections will be done, okay, in what time, and what is the accuracy, what are the applications, which attributes will be improving, that will be concentrated in your ground based augmentation system. So if you want to see the architecture of this particular augmentation system, see here, this is your ground based augmentation system, right? This was your space based augmentation system, means you will be having your geostationary satellites, correction and all will be given, then it is given to the GPS receiver, any receiver, either for the navigation purpose, your aircrafts, maritime, road transport and all, everything, every user will be used. So this ground based augmentation system was used. Now here we are concentrating on your ground based augmentation system, means at the ground antenna, what are the master, what are the control stations we are using, what data they are collecting, on which errors they are actually concentrating, and how that errors are being mitigated and all, that will be seen in this particular part of your augmentation system. So what was your space based augmentation system? Here we have given like IGNOS was there, VAS was there, then we have seen about your Gagan, that was also one, then MSAS, all different kinds of space based augmentation system. So these are the GPS satellites, okay, 24 satellites, depends upon your constellation, different constellation will be using different one. Other Galileo or something, that in that one we will be using 30 satellite constellation. So this 24 MEO, medium earth orbit satellites circle the earth for every 12 hours a day, okay. So and the principle of operation of your GPS is your line of sight, LOS, okay. So that will be working, and this you will be using your space based augmentation system, that is completely geostationary satellites will be used, and this is your ground based augmentation system where your ground based antennas will be used. Now we have to concentrate on which radio transmission lines or on which band of frequency we are using for transmitting the signals and all, will be seen in this part of your ground based augmentation system. So I have got good data from here. So I will be giving a small description of your GBAS, that is your ground based augmentation system, how actually it was initiated and what actually it will be monitoring or it will be seeing up to. So here this ground based augmentation system is one which provides differential corrections and integrity monitoring of your global navigation satellite system or GNSS, okay. So what actually the main agenda of your ground based augmentation system is that it will be providing you the differential corrections. So yes or no, relate your you have to imagine that architecture of your satellite based augmentation system, 3 segments were there. Space segment, we have given the corrected information or signal to the geostationary satellites, but in the ground stations we have done all the part, the main part, that is your error correction and the signals which are having errors that are all being given to that ground station. So that ground station, what it is doing is given by your ground based augmentation system. So this GBAS is one which provides you the differential corrections and integrity monitoring of your global navigation satellite system, and the data using as an input data either 3 or 4 global navigation satellite signals which are received by 3 or 4 antennas which are located at your ground stations or the ground antennas. So overall you will be having the data corrections of your differential data which is given by the geostationary satellites. Along with that one, integrity is also been continuously monitored, and the data using as an input and data which is used by the satellites and which is the signals which are receiving by these all antennas will all monitored by using your GBAS. I think it is bit confusing. I'll repeat it once again. So actually this ground based augmentation system is one which provides you the differential corrections and integrity of your GNSS data which is using as an input data either for your GPS satellites which is receiving that data from your antennas, because you will be having ground stations, you will be having 2 to 3 antennas, and from 2 to 3 satellites from the space segment you will be getting the data. So that particular data will be taken, and there we will be providing differential corrections, and you will be monitoring the integrity of that particular signal which is obtained from your space satellites, okay, and that is given from your 3 to 4 antennas which are at your ground stations. So this differential correction message computed from this data is then continuously broadcasted by using an omnidirectional, correct, twice omnidirectional antenna twice every second by a ground transmitter, which will be using your very high frequency broadcast, okay, that is called as your VDB, which is effective within an approximate of 23 nanometers radius of the host airport. Okay, so what does it means? That whatever the differential data you have obtained from the GNSS satellites or your GPS satellites which are present in the space segment, okay, that will be taken and that will be corrected continuously, that is corrected, and again that data is given by an omnidirectional antenna. Yes or no? You will be using an uplink ground station data. Do you remember in the ground segment you are having 3 to 4 monitor and controlling stations that will be taking the information from the GPS satellites, and that information is taken and you will be correcting, you will be checking the integrity, differential corrections are done, and that is again given to your uplink ground station. So that is an omnidirectional antenna that will be providing you the information to your geostationary satellites, and the frequency or the band which you are using is your very high frequency broadcast, which is an effective transmission, and the radius is your 23 nanometers. That means nearby airports or within the airports your this ground uplink antenna or this omnidirectional antenna should be situated or it should be placed. So your SBAS is primarily used to facilitate GNSS based precision approaches which are more flexible in design than it is possible in your ILS. So it is one more different kind of satellite based system. So this is more used, GBAS is more used than that of your another ground based documentation systems. So the main aim or the main goal of your SBAS is to provide a signal integrity, and it also increases the signal accuracy with demonstrated position errors of less than 1 meter in both horizontal and vertical planes. So the main goal of your global navigation GBAS is that what it is doing, it will be mainly concentrating on the errors that has to be removed, and main aim of that one is to increase its signal accuracy and give the demonstration position errors if you are getting any errors in the positioning, and and also within in terms of 1 meter both in horizontal and vertical planes. So one GBAS ground station is at an airport, supports the aircraft approach and landing to multiple runway ends, as well as the departures from the multiple runway and surface movements of all the GBAS equipped aircrafts. So what we'll be having, I have told you what is the main goal of your GBAS, means it has to keep the signal integrity, it also increases the signal accuracy, plus it also demonstrates the position errors of less than 1 meter in both in your horizontal and vertical planes. And if one GBAS ground station is situated at one airport, if you think, then it will be supporting the your aircraft approach or the aeroplane approach. It will be supporting its landing of multiple runways, because one airport will be having not only one runway, it will be having multiple runway. So every landing, every takeoff, every departure, everything will be monitored by using this single one GBAS ground station. So every airport will be consisting of one GBAS ground station, which will be monitoring all these things. Plus it is also giving you the signal integrity, as well also it increases the signal accuracy also. So what overall this GPS augmentation system is, it will be providing you the differential corrections, and it will be increasing your integrity or it will be monitoring your integrity continuously. So the data which is collected from the GPS satellites by 2 to 3 ground stations which are present, that are your nothing but your master control stations, and all these corrected messages will be given to the satellite or the space segment again by using your one omnidirectional antenna that will be continuously giving the data, that is your twice every second. So that will be giving the data to the geostationary satellites. I am comparing everything and telling you people so that you can understand your GBAS also. And the frequency band which you are using is your very high frequency, that is VDB. So you will be getting the effective transmission, and it should be nearly in 23 nanometers radius of your airport. So what we will do, mostly if one GBAS station is at the airport, so all these things will be done very easily. So that was about your GBAS. So I'll tell you the description in point points. These are the bullet points, you can note it down. So your GBAS consists of 3 to 4 reference receivers developed in a small area, okay, in the airport or nearby the airport, which will be supporting you the augmentation through the use of the terrestrial radio messages. Then you will be having SBAS network, which are localized, which will be supporting the receivers within the 200 kilometers of the radius, and the messages are transmitted at very high frequencies or ultra high frequencies, but we mostly prefer for the very high frequencies. So this is the general description of your GBAS, how it is situated. See this map. These are the GPS satellites. These are the 4 GPS satellites, one of the constellation of that one. These are the navigation satellites. Okay, this is your SBAS satellite. SBAS is a space-based augmentation system. Okay, this from here you may also consider it as geostationary satellite. Okay, this is your ground part, this is your user segment, and this is your ground part. So this is called as your ground based augmentation system. Means this part or these signals has to be improved. We have seen this part, improvement of this space based augmentation system we have seen. Now what you are seeing, we are seeing the improvements in the ground based. So these improvements, how we are doing, you will be having this number of stations. Okay, so what first happens, the messages from these satellites will be given to your this ground based system. That if I take an example, you can easily consider as master control stations, from which you will be getting the data, and from there you will be correcting the errors and all. Then that is given to your omnidirectional antenna. This is the important antenna which will be giving information to the user segment or the aircraft or for navigation, whatever it may be. So for that one you will be using your very high frequency data broadcast signal, which will be giving you the differential corrections along with the integrity and the path definition also. Okay, the path definition data means where we have to go, data will be accurate, and here will be reduced corrections will also be given here. So these signals all will be given to the stations here. This will be collected, and from this ground uplink antenna, we can also say this one will be given to a user segment. I hope you are clear with now GBAS also. So if we consider what are the reference receivers we are having, so this reference receiver monitors the signals from the GPS or the geostationary satellites and pass on the pseudo range measurements to the central processing unit. So from the central processing unit, what it will be doing, it uses the multiple redundant observations to compute the corrections of each satellite signal, and also monitors the availability of the signals in the space. So whatever the reference stations will be collecting the data, that is given to the central processing unit. It will be observing, and it also removes in case of any corrections are there, errors are there, that are all corrected, and it also monitors the integrity and availability of the signals that is coming from the space segment. And this broadcast will be doing what it will doing, the differentials, corrections and integrity info of your broadcast to the user are given by using your very high frequency band, and that is mainly of your 108 to 117.975 megahertz. And your single GBAS will be using 48 differential reference paths. Okay, see here, if I'll show how many paths you will be having, these paths you will be using this what we can say, the GBAS will be using 48 differential paths for one single GBAS. Single ground based augmentation will be using your 48 differential reference path, so that integrity is continuously monitored. In case of any errors or position errors are there, they are continuously monitored. These are all will be done by using your GBAS. Means completely at the ground station, whatever we are doing, that is about your ground based augmentation system. Clear? So that was completely about your GBAS. Now your global ground based augmentation system is again consisting of your DGPS and your LAS. DGPS is differential global positioning system, or it is also called as NDGPS. It means that it is national wide differential global positioning system. I'll repeat it once again. It is called as NDGPS. The abbreviation of NDGPS is national wide differential global positioning system. This I'll start in the next class, and the last topic of that one is your LAS, that is local area augmentation system. It is we have seen VAS. This is wide area augmentation system, completely what we can say space based augmentation system. Now these are both are your land based augmentation system. Means on the ground we have to see here. So these both are your ground based augmentation systems, and these are your space based augmentation system. If I shows here, say this part on your map, these are your VAS, wide area augmentation system. This is your METSAT augmentation system, which is mainly used for your transportation satellites. Gagan, which was developed by your India, okay, in combination of your AI and ISRO. IGNOS is European navigation system, correct? So these are all your this was by your Japan people, this by USA, but overall GPS is monitored by the US people only. So these are all what your space based augmentation systems which are located on your world. Now we will be concentrating on the global ground based augmentation system, in which we will be having DGPS. That will start in the next class. So I'll wind up the class here itself. So do watch this GBAS video properly once again, because it's a bit confusing, but it is very easy. In case of any doubts, please do let me know. So I'll wind up the class here itself. Thank you.